Welcome, Viking fans. 24 years ago, three Norsemen came together in bonds of purple brotherhood. Their names were Jake Reed, Cris Carter, and a young man from Marshall named Randy Moss. They set off to win the ultimate prize, only to fall short to the Dirty Birds of Atlanta. Sunday, September 11th, we begin a new journey with three new men in purple. I bring you the born-again legends of Three Deep in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull Brothers and Sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter at Skull World, Facebook Skull World, and TikTok Skull World. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Leave a comment gives you a chance to win $50 or more on game day against the Packers. I'm already at 50, looking to get to 60. Let's get going. The more subscribers I get, the more money I give away. The rules are in the description below. Skull Vikes. All right, brothers and sisters. I want to talk about the legend of Three Deep. Let's bring those bad boys up. This was the poster. Every young boy. I wasn't young. I was, unfortunately, 25 years old when this happened. But the legend of Three Deep. These boys came together in no time, set the world on fire, the NFL world on fire. You had Cris Carter, the veteran who had gotten released by the Eagles, picked up by the Vikings. I think we spent $100 on him. Jake Reed, a homegrown talent. We got, Randy Moss, drafted that year, who fell to us. The grace of God fell to us, who bounced around college after college and ended up in Marshall, a lower division school. It was just meant to be. It culminated with a Brad Johnson getting hurt, Randall Cunningham stepping up, and he just had a I don't give a crap attitude. He would throw the ball down the field. That offensive coordinator Brian Billick would say, no, yes. And that's where the term getting mossed came from. Was Randy Moss was jumping over players, high pointing the ball, just coming down with it play after play. The Thanksgiving game against Dallas, he had 3 touchdowns on 3 catches for God knows well over 100 yards. He was just amazing that year. Everything came together. We were up 10 points against Atlanta. Or we could have been up 10 points against Atlanta if we kick a field goal or make a field goal. And he hadn't missed all year, and he missed that one. Atlanta scores, goes into overtime. We're out. Our linebackers are decimated. We don't have anybody to put on the field. They go down and score. And the Three Deep, the legend of Three Deep, didn't necessarily end that year, but that was the peak of it. We had Three Deep for a while, and then now we got 24 years later. And I want to introduce you to the new Three Deep, the born-again Three Deep, starting with, and the cool thing is they're in numerical order, KJ Osborne. Rookie year did nothing for the Vikings. Did absolutely nothing. We thought he was a bust. He comes into preseason camp just motivated. He balls out. He was Mr. Mankato, I think. He just looked amazing in preseason, and then we put him out on the field. And he showed out, gave us a 3rd receiving target behind the next 2 guys I'm going to talk about shortly. Now, KJ Osborne has had the great attitude. He's come to practice ready. In practice, he showed that his improved route skills, that he was a deep threat. The videos are all over Twitter. He was showing out in practice. He was one of the highlights of practice. Is KJ Osborne, formerly a Miami Hurricane. We didn't expect much from him. We thought he was going to be a returner. He didn't even do that very well, but he stepped up last year as a receiver. He's supplanted himself as our slot receiver. I'm going to be real with you. On the outside, he's not the greatest, but in the slot, he is more than capable and has showed out. I expect big things from him. Now that we took the training wheels off this offense, KJ Osborne's there. He's ready to go. He's ready to be the third leg of the three deep. KJ Osborne, number 17. The next man, Justin Jefferson. Just like Randy Moss, he fell to us. Gift from the heavens. Justin Jefferson, man, who was thought, oh, he's just a slot receiver in college. He can't play on the outside. He's limited. Little did they know that this guy has such a burst off the line, such great footwork, that he just breaks ankles every single play. He works on his craft. He's motivated. He wants to be the best there ever was. He is fun to watch. I didn't expect it. I am sorry, Justin Jefferson, for doubting you. I thought you would be good, but I didn't think you'd be this great. It's like Randy Moss decided to share a little bit of himself to another young Viking, and especially one who has idolized Randy Moss growing up. Justin Jefferson wants to be Randy Moss and then some, and can he do it? I coined the phrase JJ2K, Justin Jefferson, 2,000 yards. That's going to happen this year. We have 17 games now. He almost broke Randy Moss's record last year. He was wide open and it would have been an easy touchdown. Instead, KJ Osborne caught it on a diving catch, just showing you how many freaking weapons we have. KJ Osborne, Justin Jefferson, 17, 18. I'm speechless. Sorry, dead air on a radio show, right? Or podcast is not good, but I'm just speechless at how great this guy is. He's got it all. He's got the break off the line. He's got the footwork. He's got the speed. He's got the hands. And he's got the work ethic he's a superstar, but he's got the work ethic of the next guy that I'm talking about, number 19, Adam Thielen. He's our Cris Carter, the veteran. Unlike Cris Carter, he had to show himself. He didn't come from a big school. He had money that he spent to go to a regional combine where he ran a 4.5 40, which put him on the radar of the Vikings, coming from a small-time Minnesota school. He told the job he had waiting for him that, hey, I'm gonna try this football thing, give it a shot. Sure, kid. He goes. He doesn't make the 53, but they bring him back on the practice squad. The next year, he's on the 53. He gets to do special teams. He announces presence with authority by blocking a punt and returning it for a touchdown, all on his own. Occasionally made some good catches. Then we get a rookie named Diggs, who shows out. Doesn't start the first couple of games. Neither did Thielen. We had Thielen and Diggs on the team. They weren't playing. They decided to put Diggs on the active roster, 100 yards. He gets hurt one game, and then they decide, let's bring Thielen in his third year. Boom. Busts up. And now we have Diggs and Thielen. Well, has set the pace that we would not, has set the stage that we would not do that again. What did we do? Justin Jefferson, he gets his play, but he doesn't start over Olabisi Johnson the first two games. He still breaks the rookie record for receiving. Jamar Chase has since broke that. But what if he started those first two games? He probably has put the 2-year start of the season where he had over 16. I think he had 1,616 yards his second year. Third year, he's only has 1,100 yards to break the 3-year record. I have him. You know, it's just amazing Justin Jefferson was able to come back. But we're talking about Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen has life left in him. This guy has had 1,300 yards in his career. He looks just as good as the year he did that. He's still got the speed. He's still got the route running. God knows he's got the hands. And just like Cris Carter, all this man does is catch touchdowns. TDs, baby. Tutties. This is our man. This is my favorite Viking currently. Number 19. We got 17, 18, 19. Boom. In 2022, Three Deep is reborn. That's it, folks. Let's get it started. Let's get ready for the Vikings against the Packers on September 11th. Three Deep rises again. Skull Vikings. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. Dave, I'm out. See you later. Thank you, Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Skull Vikes.